In your own time zone, I said to you, good morning, good evening, and good night to so many of you out there. Great Biafrans and lovers of freedom, we are going to discuss an important issue today regarding the people who are not understanding the significance of agitation or agitating to free our people from modern slavery. Most of people who are misunderstanding the stance of IPOB in this very movement. You see, this is why I say to most of us, something that you don't know more deeply about. And this has been the problem of we, the Black Africans. We do things because others are doing it. We are very, very familiar to this very nasty character. I want to do because this person is doing it. What you want to join or what you want to do you really study the event? Do you really study that particular business? Because politics is business, freedom fighting is business. It's a very serious business to save one particular people from destruction. Many people, I want to say this thing vividly to the hearing of every Biafran out there. You see, most of them will say, in so many other countries, yes, there are so many groups when they are looking for freedom. Yes, everybody must not be in one umbrella. But if unfortunately we be in one umbrella, that will make it more respectful to us and make it more focus to us and bring more value to what we are doing. But if in a situation where we cannot be in one umbrella, then nothing bad. Even Mazi Nnamdi himself have said this thing at the past. Most of IPOB members who understand the journey have also said it. I hear Mazi Chikedozium said it one certain time ago. We are not against anybody who want to form his group or her group to fight for rights of the people of Biafra, but not to work against the well-being of our people. When you work against the well-being of our people, then definitely you will have us to contend with. This is very simple fact, because IPOB stand, as everyone today, even a suckling baby, will testify to it. IPOB stand have been to protect the Biafrans, to bring the relief which they have never had in Nigerian state to Biafra, or to guide the Biafrans, to teach them how to move about self-development, how to move about self-economic growth, how to move about self-food sufficient, how to move about self-security measure. These are the kind of lecture we need to be giving out there. But any group, like somebody said, IPOB is fighting one particular element. This element you said IPOB is fighting against, IPOB never fight anybody. Go and watch the history of IPOB functioning. IPOB that I know have never fight anybody. Rather, it is groups and the persons and the elements have been fighting IPOB. IPOB have been in a defense measure since this agitation. It is in the record. IPOB protested peacefully in Anambra, Ipob, and they were gunned down innocently. IPOB protested peacefully in Aba. They were hurt in Aba. IPOB protested peacefully in River State, and they were hurt. The same thing happened in Enugu. This is why Nigeria as a state could not find any guilty or any charges that is sustainable to nail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. In this condition, now that's why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was the only agitator that Nigerian state spent a lot of money lobbying the European Union for the arrest of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And you know, in Europe, or in other, let me just use the developed world. In developed world, they don't move by complaint. They don't move by complaint. They don't move by reporting. In this country now, this is a digital country. This very country is one of the powerful digital countries in the world. They are very, very digitalized. If you report me now, they will take your report. But one thing they will not do, they will not behave like some African country, not all African countries, some primitive African country like Nigeria. Nigeria is the most primitive in terms of their governmental action. If it comes to primitivity in Africa, Nigeria is #1 primitive. Of Nigeria officials, their police, their army, their custom, their politicians are very, very primitive. That is very damaging. Everybody know that it's very, very primitive. Because this is the only country where they take report by only reporting somebody without measuring the evidence. In this country now, if you, let's say from example, if you report me, they will take your report, they will note it down. What they will answer you, they will say, okay, we have heard you, we will go into work. What is this work? They will begin to monitor me, they will begin to investigate me, they will investigate even all my contacts. They know. Even the one if I created any account that I'm not answering my name, if they enter it, they will know that this account belongs to this same person, this Lionman. They will begin to follow all those accounts, all those social media accounts. They will be monitoring it. Not only that, your conversation will be monitored because your voice will be taken from their system. If you like, use different cell phone number. Go and purchase more SIM card. It doesn't matter. If your voice, let me teach you security. If your voice has been taken, like my voice now, if my voice has been taken, if I like, let me use one particular number for 2 days and change it. The machine there have recorded my voice. Anytime I change new number and talk, it will go there and refer and bring the identity of the real voice of that owner. And this thing cannot be manipulated. It will go there and bring that machine because they are following me now. That machine will detect this person is this voice of Lionman. They will not take that identity and place on that new number. You may be talking nonsense there, so this one is not registered with my database information, is not doing this, no. Your voice have already detected who you are and notified them through that machine. Now they're following it. At the end of the day, that is at the time when they take all those evidence down, they will take it to the courtroom and play it. Nobody denies his voice. The last thing they can do is to deny your audio, because that audio will sound exactly of you. And they will tell you, look at where you are when you made this call. Look at the location where you are. This is the usual location. You're always in your house. So address. This is where this call was coming from. If you're making that call in your working place, so these are the two places you always frequent. You make this call from address, and this address, we have followed you. We discovered that this is where you work, or this is where your office is, and from this location this call was coming out, and this is your voice. It's undeniable. You will not deny it. Denying it It's like fooling yourself, making your case more worse. Why am I saying this thing? You said you are, and you see, it is very, very important that I teach this very direction today. You said you are agitator. You are agitating for the freedom of Biafran people. What is the meaning of freedom? Freedom is to get somebody out from his suffering spot. Maybe this person is not feeling fine where he is, and they want to give that person a better place from where he or she have been. This person is suffocating here. He need a free air from where he has been. Then you help through your voice and through your applications, through your supplications, through your prayers, to do what? To air your voice louder, and some engagement, physical engagement that are attached to it, to get those people free from where they are. Then if this thing have already turned around, turned contrary, what am I mean by turning contrary? This person has been intimidated in Nigeria, and the opportunity are not given to them in that particular Nigeria. They are being humiliated in that particular Nigeria. They are being played racism against in that particular place, Nigeria. Then you came, you say, no, enough is enough. This thing cannot continue in this manner. Let my people be free. Let them have their free will of free flow movement. Let them have their free will of freedom of speech. Let them have their free will of worship. Let them have their free will of trading, business engagement, investment engagement, without anybody, without having any kind of hindrances or any kind of manipulation to hinder them from investing economically. Then suddenly you came. The same people you want to save, you begin to flog them. Let me start from flogging. You begin to flog them. The same people you want to save from their previous humiliation, you begin to humiliate them. The same people you want to save from their previous lack of food or lack of free movement, now you are now placing more heavy load on them. You deny them free movement to go into agriculture. You deny them free movement of trading. You deny them many things through your activities. What is this activities? Your activities is you kidnap, you kill, you intimidate them, you force something against their will. This is a slave master's method which IPOB say no. Our people have to live freely like the Americans are living, because until you understand what is called freedom, you will not understand freedom. Many of people who have never left that territory called Nigeria, they don't. If you are explaining freedom, they don't understand, and they would not expect them to understand, because what you know, what you have practically engaged is what you know. What Nigerians are hearing about freedom is audio. What do you call it? Theory. Freedom. Practically freedom, they have never experienced it. So that's why you must take it very gently until they understand exactly the importance of freedom you are talking about. If not for IPOB, food scarcity that hit the north, hit the west, the Yoruba land. Our own could have been worse. IPOB started earlier. Those that had to the call of IPOB before that food crisis hit the nation, those that have they went into work. And who are those who heard about and obeyed that call of IPOB? Majority are those who reside in abroad, who inform their people back home as, oh, brother, sister, my mother, my father, please take this money, go into agriculture. Most of them will ask, why farm is, that's one I confronted, he said, nah, farm are going to rain. Mazi, yes, farmers are the richest people in abroad. I said, don't you know that somebody who produces something that goes into mouth make more money than somebody who has a boutique, or make more money than somebody who is a importer? I said, the only thing you need to do is to modelize your agricultural scheme. Modelize them. Make crops grow more faster than it used to be before, because it's easier now. There are tools to enable you to achieve all these things. Most of them had to that call. They went into that agricultural business. If not, the hunger that hit Nigeria could have been worse in the East, which everybody was testifying. And some governors from the East hacking to that call. You see, that's why our own is to dish out the direction, either good or bad. The direction that we are going, if it is bad, IPOB will shout, this direction we are taking this thing to is very bad. Look at the consequences in future. If direction we are going is good, we help those who are already engaged in that good direction. That is why when all these things was going on, we saw thank for all the governors who made it mandatory for their state workers to engage in farming, like Akwa Ibom governor made it very mandatory. What's the other governor? Cross River State governor made it mandatory. I know one governor too, I think Abia State governor made it mandatory for farming, for workers, for state workers to engage in farming. Many governors, I think Soludo did it. What do you call it? Enugu did it. Then these are the core they had from IPOB. They reason it. They say, this is true. Despite that, they may not agree with us. You may not ask somebody, oh, you must agree. No. Through their action, they have agreed. Because this is the experience and direction they are lacking within themselves, not to give. Because of people that surround them. Because criminals can never bring any good idea to the table that will benefit the people. Because that's why they say the thief come in to steal, to destroy. Anybody that has a stealing mentality is a destroyer. This is why when we look into the activities of this autopilot, we say no, this is a destructive engagement. But now, you said you want to come and fight for freedom, and 90% of the people who you are talking to, because 100% can never be agreed. This is nature. This is nature. If 100% of Biafrans agree with the IPOB, which means we are not doing it well. But when 80 or 90 agree, which means there must be a opposition. Those who hate good thing, there must be. And because of those who hate good thing, it is their voice of opposition that will make those who are doing good thing to add to their efforts to achieve what we are pursuing. Because without the voice of opposition, you cannot achieve anything. Let us be realistic here. We cannot achieve anything. It's like somebody insulted about how to engage in a meaningful life. He said, that person, you say the person say he insulted you. Without that voice of that Gabawambo, which that person insulted you, you said you call it insult. Without that voice of Gabawambo, you may not balambo. You may not fold. You may fold your hand, waiting for those who will help you. This is the fact. You may be holding your hand. Oh, let me wait for this. Somebody I have somewhere. But let's assume somebody have insulted you. From that insult you learn. You say, no, I will not fail. For this person to tell me this fact, let me get strength from the word he mentioned against me, then to work more harder in order way to survive. You came, he said you are fighting for freedom. All your target is the foundation of already hope of the people. What is the hope of the people? Hope of the people is IPOB. And you keep on targeting the foundation of IPOB. You targeted ESL. You wanted to rubbish ESL. When they ask you how far about the mission they give you about destruction of the ESN, you say you have achieved it. You run to your Twitter handle, you run to your media platform. You made it a public that the ESN today is hereby banned, that you have destroyed the ESN. You are giving signal to the Nigerian state, those who send you, those who paid you. You were directing signal to them, and most of Biafrans are dumb. He said today you have what you call Liberation Army. Liberation Army, how can you form army? When you form army, you said you are agitating, you form army, which means you have left the umbrella of agitation into an armed struggle. When an armed struggle is being issued, you have to bring your men outside the street. Another way to combat with already existing sovereign nation which you want to pull your people from. From that moment, you mention army, which means you have already declared challenge of existing sovereign state. That army you mentioned simply means, let me teach you. What he mentioned is simply means, oh, I am here now to challenge you with exactly measure you bring. If you come with gun, I will challenge you with gun. If you come with a bomb, I will challenge you with the bomb. If you come with a fighter jet, I will challenge you with fighter jet. If you come with a what do you call it, warship, I will challenge you with the warship. That's what it means. Some of you are just speaking word without being guided, speaking word out of illiteracy. You don't know anything, you don't know left from right. You are speaking, you are making utterances that is contrary to the standard of what you are ignorantly saying you are doing. Because I see every activities of these people, I have seen it as purely ignorant. Since 2021, when Mazi and Kanu was kidnapped, every of their thing is ignorant. I make their engagement have never made any sense till now. Have never made any sense. And that is why those who is educated, those who have seen deeper and understand how things function, say, no, these people, they are content creators. But when you say that these people are content creators, their content creators is affecting lives of millions and thousands and hundreds. It's affecting business. It's affecting the security and the safety of the people. Okay, fine and good. We are not against any group. Let's say now any group come out now and say, oh, we don't want to be under Mazi and Kanu. You explain your reason why you don't want to join hand with Mazi and Kanu, which is IPO. oh, for so reasoning, I don't want to join. They'll ask you, okay, what kind of agitation are you bringing on table to your own group that will bring safety of our people? Because underline that language, safety of our people, those people that we promise we are agitating for, is our priority. Safety of our people is our priority, because you cannot lead them to death while you are saying you want to restore a nation for them. It is not the living that will occupy the nation, or the dead are going to occupy the nation. The answer is no. It is the living. When we study the scenario, the situation of the Nigerian state and the mentality of the Nigerian state, was okay. We will take them to this direction. What is that direction? Let us make this. Let us come to the round table peacefully and discuss our fate. What is that, our fate? We want to carry everybody along. We don't want to forcefully say, oh, we are grabbing our own state. We are not agitating for new nation. We already had an existing nation that existed from so time to so time, and it was not defended well, and it was lost, which have entered into registry of world map. World had the record that this country existed before. Then what led to the loss of this sovereignty of this nation? This is why people said restoration, agitation for restoration of Biafra. Understand that language. I believe we are not fool. We are not fool. The English there is agitating to restore Biafra. So if you say it is restore, which means there is something that have been there, that are no more there, that you want to restore. We are not saying we want creation of state. That's why when I look at that time initially, when some Fulani politicians, senators in the house, we say they want their creation of state. Put the correction. There is nobody here is agitating for creation of state, of nation. No, we are not agitating for creation of nation. We are agitating to restore what we had before. There are no more. And how are you going to agitate for it? You bring the measure of your living standard where you lost your own identity to. You see that, no, this place are not moving for, like in Nigeria. Anybody who wants to tell himself the truth will say. Any bishop who wants to say the truth before God and the earth, we confirm it, we tell you that Nigeria is not working. Thank God, Davido have said it. Davido is one of the billionaire family. Not only being billionaire family, Davido is also a billionaire. The entire family of Davido is billionaire. But this billionaire status from this very rich family told you that he have never been proud of Nigeria, because do you know why? He have traveled around the world. No sane person in this world will be proud of Nigeria. No person with his senses, correct senses, that are not criminally minded. Let me just tell you, because Nigeria, those who are hardcore criminally minded, Nigeria is their best place. I've said this thing before. That's why all the whole criminal run away from the Middle East. Lebanese, Syria, they have their comfort zone in Nigeria. All the whole hardened criminal that run away from Asia, they have their location in Nigeria. Nigeria is made for hard criminals, destructive criminals. But if you are not criminally minded, you can never be proud of Nigeria. This is the fact. And that is why we are monitoring the situation. Most of IPOB intelligent persons in IPOB, what they are doing is to monitor the situation. But they are in IPOB. But they are monitoring IPOB to know the direction. That is why when sometime maybe somebody bring idea into IPOB and say, oh, let us do it this way, let us do it. You say, no, this idea, what will be the outcome of this idea? We ask you that brought that idea. What will be the, then we evaluate the idea, checkmate the idea, balance the idea. If the idea is not to be put to work, we tell you no, this thing will endanger the life of our people. This idea is not needed now, because if you apply it now, it will affect our people. Then, not that that idea will be thrown away. That idea will be kept somewhere. When the time to apply that idea comes, you, wherever you are, you'll be seeing it that this idea has been applied. Oh, I was the one who brought this idea, but now, after many years, now they're applying this idea. Because that is the time that idea may have been needed to be implemented. This is what we are talking about. When this thing we are going on, listen, when the group rise, I told somebody, I said, leave them, let them do their own, let us do our own. We are going to, the most important thing, let us see if they are going to the direction. They are going to the same bus stop, because our the same bus stop is to make sure that our people are comfortable, our people are free from all their deniers of access of life. Then if they are going to the same bus stop where we are going, there is no need for criticism. This, which means we are heading towards the same direction. That is why in many countries that again they are independent, when they have different group, at the end of the day, you will find out that the upper group, like IPOB now, stand as the supreme group. Another group may be marched tomorrow. If another group emerge tomorrow and say, oh, we are just, then we spy their activity. We weigh the activity. If the activity is standard to the safety of our people, these are the kind of people they will say, okay, as agitation times goes on, they say, oh, let us come together. That is when you hear that word, let us come together. Many countries have done it. They say, oh, bring the group of this one, bring the group of God, let us discuss. Those groups will now come together at the round table, because the supreme group who started it have seen that these people have the same similar mentality they have to protect the people they are agitating to free. But in terms of our autopilot, they came to kill. We asked, where is this mission of killing? Where is it coming from? Where is this mission of stealing? Where is it coming from? Where is the mission of going to force a young girl and enforce the young girl into sex slave? You see them, they say they are autopilot, they are what they call reinforced whatever group and this and that. Only you to go to village, you point a girl, force a girl to accept you. Like what Butuzo did. Immediately he run into autopilot. When he has been expelled out of. Because I've already expelled out since, because of his criminal mind. He ran there. He began to go and take what he cannot do when he was there. He was in IPOB. He now start doing it. Because IPOB is hindering, IPOB is against such act. He begin to go and force girls. He will go to village, the community, he will take girls from there to himself. Pregnant them. To the extent they have almost 14 women he pregnanted. From what period to one period? From period of 2021 till now. They pregnanted 14 women. So what is the difference from your activities and the slave master's activities? Your own activities now is more worse than the slave masters. Then all you do is to discuss who you will kidnap. If anybody is doing well in one place, they say bring the information. You kidnap them, sometimes they will not come back alive. Then what is the difference from you and the enemy who have invading the land? Are you not worse than that even foreign enemy who have invaded, who come to invade the land that IPOB is fighting against? You are worst. Then these are the kind of people that some people are saying, because whenever they fail, because the mission was, this man, let me tell you something, nobody can arrest, no country can arrest a freedom fighter. I've said this word more than 21 times in my broadcast. No, go and make your research. If you are not, call your professor to go and make a research. Call your scientific, go and make a research. Nobody on earth, no country on earth, no authority on earth can arrest a freedom fighter. But there's something they will do to arrest you. Sometimes they will set you up with money to see if they will lure you in. And you go and take money that is not that doesn't follow a proper channel of a transaction. That is one other way a freedom fighter can be targeted and be arrested. Sometimes somebody may brought money to you. You don't know that person have recorded you with that money. Then anything can happen. He can say, this money, I was threatening to bring this money. Yes, you may say it. But the most important thing, the evidence is there that this money has been presented to you. Then what is money for? When that money was presented, did you explain it to the public that you are agitating for their freedom? Did you explain that somebody brought this amount of money to you? You didn't explain. The person who brought the money, is that among that group? Is it among the group? Because that's another way you can keep quiet. Maybe one of the person from the group of agitator say, okay, use this money to support what you are doing. You know that is the member. Member is different. Now, when a strange person from outside who are not part and parcel of the movement came in with huge amount of money, he may set you up with that money. In other way to facilitate your arrest. Because what you are agitating for, you are right. That is your fundamental right, and nobody has the right to persecute you over your right, over your fundamental right. That is why when Nigeria state pay money, use all manner of provocation against IPOB. IPOB was managing all those things, managing all those provocation by Nigerian state. Many know, even the whites are surprised that so black people can have this kind of this kind of a brave idea of knowing that when these people are forcing them to do what they don't want to do prematurely. Are you getting me now? Nobody can arrest freedom fighter. Freedom fighting is not a crime in any world, but you can be arrested when you defect from that circle unknowing to you. There are many people who came to IPOB that brought idea. Most of them brought the idea to set IPOB up. But because of IPOB had sophisticated individuals who studied the in and out of this freedom, when this idea comes, they will table it, they will discuss it, they will say, no, this idea look like setup. This idea look like setup. Let us not go this direction. And that person who brought that idea to set IPOB up will be disappointed. That's why most of them who were government agents who want to penetrate into IPOB to start dishing out bad ideas, when this autopilot came back, they find it as opportunity. They ran go there, thinking that, oh, let us go and support these people. That's why, first of all, they bring the idea they brought is attach Mazi Nnamdi Kanu name. If not that we are on media, and I keep on saying this, you are wasting. When I said you are wasting your time, most of them understand the activities of autopilot, that they want to use autopilot to indict Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That's why the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was in their mouth. I was the person who we are earlier saying, because I never knew that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's siblings were with them. I never knew. At least 2021, 22. Earlier 22, I didn't know. It was later 22 that I knew this siblings of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is part and parcel of autopilot. That's why when I was shouting the family of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to take action, because IPOB we have a limited action in terms of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu still have family. We said the family should write or look for a lawyer to make it official for these boys to stop mentioning the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in his platform. If he want to agitate for Biafra freedom, since he say he is capable of being a leader, let him do his own. I said this thing, I shouted it and nobody pay attention. I never know that people I was even advising to take action is part and parcel of that. I never know, maybe they wanted that man to die or to be trapped. Then the another angle I saw everything, I said, well, I know one law. I understand how international law works. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a man of institution, not a family man. That's okay. Since the institution of IPOB have distanced themselves from the criminal activities and the terrorism activities of autopilot, fine and good. What we defend, we also defend him wherever he is, because his foundation never supports the activities of autopilot. I said this is the most important thing. But nevertheless, the family members need to issue official statement concerning the use of the name of the innocent man, which nobody put into action until 2023. That official statement came out from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's wife, which is commendable. It came out from there, and so he is not working for my husband. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came to court and said, those people doing this thing, they are not doing it because of me. If you are killing, kidnapping, snatching of car, burning of businesses, destroying of businesses, you are not doing it for me, because this is not what I stand for. It's very clear. This is crystal clear. It is purely crystal clear. This is not my ideology. Where did you brought that ideology from? I don't know you. You are not speaking for me. IPOB is the one is what I form, and that's what I know. And thank God, IPOB have never deviated from their original stand to the fake stand that will bring any shame to the Biafran people. Why I'm saying this thing? Because of tomorrow, if any other group emerge, study it very well. Don't be fooled. Don't be because you want a place where you can express your nonsense. IPOB cannot express your nonsense, because when you brought nonsense, we tell you sit down. What you are speaking is against humanity. When you say this person is a saboteur, what are we doing? Why can't we go and bring this person and kill? We tell you he have his right to counter what we are doing. Yeah, that is his right. He has the right for opposing what we are doing. So far, he have never raised arm to go and kill any of our group, because that was the many reasons many people give. They say they are joining autopilot because autopilot need action. If you do anyhow, they give you anyhow. We say good luck. Some of them say, what have we done to Ijele? What did we do to this one? What did we do to this one who have come out of media openly to sabotage Biafra, to do this? Leave them with their sabotage. Now that you know them, thank God to you that is complaining about them have known them to be the saboteurs of Biafra. So if Biafra come tomorrow, they have already gotten bad record for themselves and their family, which will make them by themselves, may even exile themselves without anybody even touching them. They will say, oh, no, this thing will sabotage. Everybody now knows us. I don't think I can have a comfort zone in this place. He will carry his kaya and go exile, go and stay in exile with his entire family because of the activities he have engaged. You don't need to go, you don't need to run after them and kill them. That does not make sense. Doesn't make any sense. Allow them to be. Continue doing what you are doing. There is no time bad thing will suppress the good thing. Good thing always suppress the bad thing when time comes. Earlier, it may look difficult, but at the end, everybody will embrace truth, which is reality. You can be so emotional in fictions, can be so emotional in word of lies and the deception, but when reality hits you, my brother, you will go back to the original root of truth. I am giving you Biafra social time. I am giving you, and I'm declaring referendum. I am doing this and doing it. We had all those things. Word of bullet, mouth of bullet. And thank God. Not only that, that is a tweet this guy tweeted, which I called attention of Biafra. You know, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say it will take you 100 and something years to penetrate Ipob. It will take you another 150 years to destroy Ipob. This guy tweeted when he said, henceforth ESN is no more, ESN has been destroyed. Anywhere we catch you, or anywhere we hear ESN, you're a criminal from today, we will gun you down. And he come to the line of that tweet and say, do you now understand it? Do you now understand that nobody can penetrate Ipob? He said it, even spirit even forced him to. I picked that tweet. I sent it to somebody. I say, did you understand anything this guy tweeted here? The person look at it, he said, this person is fighting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I said, my brother, you are very intelligent. I said, this tweet now have vindicated everything I have been saying on media concerning this boy. This boy he didn't come for Biafra restoration. One, he was signed to help them mention the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, continue to mention the name of Biafra agitation, so that it will look so ugly to the face of the people, and those who are defending Mazi Nnamdi Kanu may give up on him. Because when I told you that this guy vowed, he said over his dead body that he will be alive, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will come out there alive. He told somebody, he said over his dead body that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will come out alive. Then from that moment, I told the person, I said, for him to use that word, watch out, this guy is going to die before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Let me just say it clearly. Most of people don't know what is going on. They think Biafra is ordinary. Biafra is a spirit, is a God. God in movement, God in action. You see that boy, go and write somewhere. That boy will not come out of their life. That is the end of that boy. For using that word that he will never be alive and see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out alive. That is his end. Go and watch it somewhere. I don't know how it will happen. But what I know is he's not coming out there alive. I don't know when it will happen. I don't know if it is this year, because this year we still have many days to go. I don't know if it is next year. I don't know if it is the next 10 years. But what I'm telling you that he will not come out there alive. Go and write it somewhere. That is, you see that journey he embarked on, that is the end. Others will see it, others will learn from it. Because many things have happened. Many things have happened. And they have continued to happen. There is signs that God is one piloting this thing. God knows what he's doing. He cannot fight God. I warned our people. I said, many years ago, I think 5 years ago, before even Mazi and Kanu, Ipob formed Eastern Security, I said, if you are not in agreement with this Biafra agitation, the good thing you will do to yourself is to stay clear, distance yourself, and stand on the fence to watch how it goes. Do not fight against it. Do not mingle because of jealousy. Do not tamper because of envy. I say because this thing is going to lead to this many souls of self-destruct. You will destroy yourself. You see, most of them that came to IPOB to take oath, thank God you are the one who speak the word by yourself. Nobody forced the word into your mouth. You took the book, you took the paper, you stand, you said, I will never work against anybody working assiduously for the restoration of Biafra. You will never endanger any life that is working against assiduously for the restoration of Biafra. Then suddenly, you all forgot about their oath and go and join the camp of enemy because of lack of discipline, because of envy of somebody, because of one thing to another. You ran and joined the enemy, and you forgot that you have spoken word from your tongue. You forgot that this is the word you spoke, and that word you spoke could have been the word that could have called your senses and said, what am I doing? Is this place that I am going now, is this umbrella that I am going, is it where I swear to defend? That's your oath alone is a recalling memory for you. But most of you, because most of your memory are not functioning, you forgot. I see many IPOB members who joined there, but I told somebody, I said, death will visit many people. And this thing will come the time they have already been joyful. IPOB will restore Biafra. There is no other umbrella that will restore Biafra. Go and write it somewhere. Biafra will be restored through IPOB. But one mystery thing will happen that will shock the world. When that time everybody is jubilating and happy, oh, we have achieved this thing, people will begin to fall dead. Who are these people that will begin to fall dead? Some of them will begin, their life will become destroyed, suddenly miserable because of what they have done. Especially those people who were in IPOB begin to work with enemy. Some of them are now realizing, they say, we never knew that this guy was working again. Although many of them realize in 2022 that this is where they are. Most of them run, come back. Those ones may have solution. But those ones who discover it and say, out of shame, you know, instead of them to take blame, they rather die. But if it is white man, the moment white man discover that it's wrong, he will apologize. Do you see our different mentality from them? When white man see that he's wrong, he will apologize publicly. But the only shoji, especially in the Igbo, or guy kweye kwechiri, that's not a Okamala with said Yaga a mad meat face at this shame, let me die. Everything we was fighting against is everything Mazi and Kanu has built. I will destroy DOS. From DOS, people were clapping. When somebody tell you, I will destroy your father's house, then you look at your senior brother. Maybe your father is no more, or your father is incapacitated, we are in condition. Okay, let me just use word incapacitated by condition. Do you understand me now? Like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, where he is now, he cannot help himself. He cannot help Biafrans. So it is the people that he left outside are the people that will do his job. So the person said he's going to destroy the first son of the family. Who is the first son of Biafra now? That the hope of Biafrans lie on. Is it not the OS? He said, oh, I will destroy the OS. You are clapping. He never knew that that person is indirectly telling you, I will destroy Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because he knew when he succeeded in destroying the OS, definitely Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is gone. That is the meaning. When he shouts DOS, he sees that people are not paying attention. He now says, I will destroy IPOB. The same person said he will destroy your father's first son. It's not enough. He now said, I will destroy your father's house. And you that is clapping, you don't ask, why are you going to destroy IPOB? What is the reason? Are there your hindrances? Can you give us the reason you were clapping? Because you were acting out of jealous and out of envy. You were clapping. But you never knew he's referring to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. His thought in secret is what is pushing him to say he will destroy IPOB. The same person now come out and tell you, I will never take order from anybody from any. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu became anybody from detention. The same person tweeted about David and Saul and David. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is Saul. He is David. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, God have caused him. Many things this boy did that I copied and keep. I showed this Twitter to somebody. I said, do you see what I'm telling you? Do you see what I am telling you? Common body language our people doesn't understand. Is this person working for your good or working against you? It's very simple to detect, very simple to discover, very simple to know. Then where is our intelligence? This is why I said I never knew that our people are so gullible, if not for this Biafra agitation. I said no wonder other races who are from Muslim background seize the opportunity of Christianity to harvest our people. They became billionaire through our people. I said this is the same mentality our people were using for church. Like they believe in word on reality, fictions. Talk. I love the way DOS are handling our Biafran people now. No talk. I know how many people who are calling me, sending me message, brother Lionman, Master Lionman, why the leadership are not talking? They should have come to at least once in a week, they come and talk on radio. Let Biafrans know what is happening. I said, what do you want to know? I asked one who have been complaining, I said, what exactly do you want to know? I said, all the word Mazi Nnamdi Kanu spoke, all this year shouting on Radio Biafra, can you just tell me exactly what you learned from him? If you can tell me what you learned from him, then I know that your disturbance for DOS to come on air to speak to Biafrans is important. But if you never learn anything from the previous one that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have already said, which means you don't have any right to ask them to speak, because the same way the one Mazi Nnamdi Kanu spoke went into this side and go at this side, that is the same way the one that the DOS will be saying every week will be going out, and because only that you just want to hear a word that you will sit on the table with your bottle of beer to enjoy. Because that's what most of it we are doing. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be broadcasting. You just take 1, 2, 3 there, you go to bar. You use it as a topic of drinking. That's why you never learn anything. That's why enemy came in disguise. And most of you follow. Because you didn't learn anything. Because if I have learned something from his previous broadcast, you will know that this person, this is one that this man was referring that for area of enemy coming. Immediately I know. He said that's a formidable area of enemy from this night. He prophesied it. The thing, the sign of what happened to IPOB from 2021 to 2024. The sign came to him. That was that night. He said, but those that will remain firmly, those that will remain strong in IPOB, he said, count yourself lucky. What is happening today in IPOB? Those that remain firmly in IPOB remain firm, remain very strong. Are they not the one now people are looking at? Yes, these are the true freedom fighters. The chaps have left. These people are the intelligent there. These people that remain now are the people who understand the significance of freedom. Breeze have carried the rest chaff, throw them, help us filter it. This is one thing I thank that boy from accepting the contract from Nigeria government. One thing I can thank his evil activity for, because sometimes somebody may plan evil, that evil will turn for good. The evil they planned through the ballot to affect IPOB, the only thing he did in IPOB was to filter IPOB. That is the only thing that I discovered. He now filtered IPOB to the point that he now selects the intelligent people that is reasonable enough to run affair of any nation. Not all those praise masters. Praise masters have left IPOB. Because praise masters, if you are doing it wrong, they will not be able to tell you are doing it wrong. And because of praise masters, that is why reason why Mazi and Kanu were some, because a human being, Mazi and Kanu were somehow. Let me say it. I'm a man. I see. I sense something. That's why Mazi and Kanu began to somehow, moving out from IPOB, going to direction which he himself doesn't even know where he's going to. Because those people were developed kind of, outer praises. Let me tell you something. Anytime people that come around you are only to praise you, be very careful. That means you don't have anybody around you. I keep on telling people. There's one certain thing I did to one of my friends, is my childhood friend. I said, let me try this guy one certain time. I said, let me try him. But somehow I find out that this my childhood friend is a man of discipline. One certain time, that was 2012. I was in Nigeria. I carry a bunch of money. Around that money was around 500,000 a night. I just put the money in the pigeonhole of my car. I say, Ago. If they call me, I got a call. I say, Ago. Nah, can you go back club? Can you get this money? I wanted to know what he want to say. And they know that somebody needed that money. One of my family members needed that money. And you had us discussing about it. And I tell the person, wait, I will give you. Don't, just wait. I'm expecting something. Then immediately I said, let us go club tonight in Ikeja. Do you know what that my friend told me? He said, Lionman, when have you begun? Because you know me, I don't live that kind of life. one thing that come out from his mouth immediately is Lionman. He said, "Ago." Because one of the people is about Biwando club. I say, "Mbe there tato we job." He said, "Onye na aju ajuju ego. Why can't you inya the money since obo already nyesi?" I look at him and say, "I will go and buy me him meje ego me." You say because na I will take I'm angry that but they be doing there. Immediately I went back to house. I went back to my room. I laugh, I smile. I said, this is a good friend. Oh, when the from hearing that conversation that person need that money, he will say, Nnamdi aka inje. On the praise singers. Praise singers are very, very dangerous. Praise singers destroy. Anytime nobody challenges you in what you are doing, one day, your death, your destruction is very close. That's why many pastors in Nigeria divert from their original call. Because most of members in their church, or most of them that go closer to pastors are most of them, I may say 100% of them are praise singers. They feel no what happened. They mislead that pastor. And when you are misleaded from the direction that God speaks. Many people don't have this gift. Yes, God speaks. The spirit, let me say not to God. Spirit speaks. It depends on spirit that speaks to you. What he speaks to you. And if you have this gift and that gift are beginning to lead you to shine, and you don't have anybody who challenges you some certain time. Because let me tell you about spiritual life. Those that have the gift of hearing and the gift of seeing are the most people that possess the bad spirit. The same way God sent good spirit to minister to them is the same way sometimes God loose demon to go and speak to them. The only person that will direct them perfectly is person that is closer to them. The person who can notice bad and good. Immediately that man wanted to do that, the person said, "Sir, no, this one is not. This one you are saying now is not good. Are you sure you really?" But the problem they have is the same people will praise them when they do that correct one. The same people will not praise them when they do that bad one. This is why we call them praise singers are destroyers. Praise singers are destroyers. They are very dangerous. I don't allow them to my side. Lionman is Lionman oh, Agashimike. Abela. The praise singers. And this is exactly what destroys Nigeria. All the people who surround governor are people who never challenge him. All the people who surround senators are people who never challenge them. All the people who surround president of Nigeria are people who never challenge them. Yeah, Mazi, Richie, let me tell you something. God is the creator of all, both good and bad. Do you believe that? God is the creator of all, both good and bad. And they left the thing open and tell you this is the good and this is the bad. This is what you will do, this is what is good. So it depends on you. The same God who created the same good spirit created bad spirit. I know that most of us doesn't believe in God. because of where we have journeyed to life. I believe in God. I believe that God exists. Many things, there is something that there's nothing in this world that have happened to me that I didn't notice before it happened. I am saying it from experience. When I had the accident that vehicle somersaulted, before that traveling, I slept. I had an accident in dream. I wake up, and the following day I am traveling. Then I did not obey the spirit that's in me, because what I supposed to do to cancel it. But what I did, I pray. I said, God, lead me. This is urgent. I cannot cancel this thing. This thing is urgent. I was driving very, very carefully. I was driving very carefully, even with such vehicle. I did not even speed. I was driving, but at the end of the day, it happened. Because I already had it in mind that I have to drive very carefully. The thing happened. Immediately it happened. My eye clear. I said, what have I done to myself? Let us assume that I have somebody who is more closer to me that time. I say, nah, you know go. Maybe the person will be very stubborn. You are not going. He will give you idea, support you. That time you will save. That person, that is the meaning of good person around you. The reason why they were where they were able to get Mazi and Kanu is people who maintain Mazi and Kanu know. Don't go like most of our POB member. I remember vividly we give that report as don't go for any African country for anything. Even for discussion of Biafra restoration, don't go. Any discussion, let them bring it to Europe. Or let them take it to America. I was among the people who say it. What did these people did? They went and paid some fake pastors. They begin to prophesy. In the leadership, somebody want to sow you. Somebody want to sell you. Somebody want to sell you. In the leader, that was the reason why in the leadership somebody want to sell you. Somebody want to sell you. They forget that those people that in the leadership, they are in there for what? They are all taken together with the journey. It's very hard a man to endanger his life because he want to betray a man who is ahead of him in under oath. It's very rare. When they were planning this, when they brought all those pastors begin to say this, I was the one who was shouting. I said, all this voice you are hearing, that's one that's a boy guy. What they call it? This stupid pastor from Ebonyi. This criminal that called himself pastor. Where is this guy? I forgot his name. Ego what? One ego something. I forgot. Is it ego prophet or ego I? What is he called himself? Can anybody remind me of that thing? Somebody should remind me of that guy. Ego, is it after ego? Am I ego prophet? Power no be powder. I think his name is Ego Prophet. He was all over prophesying. I remember the one very day I confronted him on one of his broadcasts. He was saying the same thing. I called. I said, Ego Prophet. He answered me. I said, Ego Prophet. Yeah, I'm right. I didn't forget the name. I said, you people should stop all this nonsense. Because in me, as I was saying it, I see the whole thing appearing on his forehead that this people is going somewhere. Why this guy is lying? Immediately I said that he caught my call on that program, he removed me. I told some IPOB members, I said, I don't know what they are cooking, but I sense something that these people are cooking something against Mazi Nnamdi, because that is where all these voices are coming. Before you know what happened, the one they call Emeka Livingstone started his own. Emeka Livingstone, he said this and that, this and that. I said, is this man called himself pastor? They say he's a pastor. I said, where is the Spirit of God in them? All of them today, they are hiding their face with shame. The other one they call Ezeume something. I don't know whether he is Italy or Germany he live. That one too. He says he's a pastor. He begin to talk nonsense. I said, that one is the one I bet to him. I said, stop this thing you are doing. You are not seeing anything. I said, everything I sense about you, everything I see about you. You don't even know me that time. I said, do you know who you are talking to? I said, you say you have the gift of prophecy. I said, do you know who you are talking to? I said, as I'm talking to you, everything about, if you want me to tell you everything about you, I will tell you. As I'm talking to you on this phone now, if you want me to tell you everything about you, I will tell you. When I released 2 things about him, he shocked. He dropped the call. I said, come. I called, he didn't pick again. I said, who made you a pastor? Who ordained you? Who made you a pastor? Who is speaking to you? You say God, God. I said, all this nonsense all of you are doing in Africa, saying something that God did not say, is very dangerous. I said, you people should stop it. I don't know what all of you are cooking. I said, whatever all of you are cooking, all of you will come out disgrace will follow all of you. And today they are hiding. I think Emeka Livingstone, is he the one that said that God showed him Simon as the one to restore Biafra? Today, what is he saying? His language has changed. And when he said it, I laugh at him. I said, do you say who will restore Biafra? This one. I said, no. This guy I'm seeing here is a criminal, and this guy is not a Biafra. That was where I started from. I confronted them. I said, the person you are talking about, I said, how can a foreigner born in Biafra land be the one to restore Biafra for you? He said, who am I referring? I said, can we run DNA tests? I challenged him. I said, can we run DNA tests? I said, that boy is a pure funani. Go and investigate. And this guy is in a mission. But you know what? I told him, I said, you know what? We are going to see it. That mission he is will destroy him. I said, that mission he is will destroy him. This is my last word for you. Okay, make a living story. I just keep him quiet. Time is not the time to respond to them. It's not the time to tell them their sin before their eyes. Time is coming. Everything has time. One thing I like about this Biafra of a thing is we are in a digital world. Whatever you do, internet, never forget. The only thing I am encouraging everybody who come out for this journey to restore Biafra, do it with your clean hands. Do not involve in criminality. That's what I'm telling you. Do not don't let your life involve to the death of anybody who is innocent in this Biafra. Keep your hand very clean. Do what you have capacity to do. Leave the rest you cannot do. That is why it is called teamwork. The one you can do it. And another thing I told somebody, I said, whenever IPOB sent you message to go and get us this, okay, they say go and get us this anthem. If you go there, If that anthem is 10,000 naira, make sure that it's 10,000 naira you will deliver to IPO. Don't go there and double the money. Listen, a lot of blood of, we are the only race that was genocided for millions of souls, and at the end of the day nobody talk about it. Do you think that those souls who die, do you think that their spirit are not moving? I'm asking you, do you think that their spirit are not moving? Their spirit are moving, walking. Their spirit will be walking with those who have the zeal, the original zeal, not pretending, the zeal to restore them, to restore that in which they have died for. Their spirit will continue to empower those ones. The same, their spirit will continue to disgrace those ones who come to pretend. That is what is happening to autopilot today. Disgrace everywhere. Do you think that that declaration they are saying, they have, these same people have conducted referendum 4 times since 2021. They have conducted referendum 4 times. They have declared Biafra. Most of people think that is this one they declare. They have declared Biafra. This one they declare now, made it 3 times. What does that tell you? It's disgrace upon disgrace. It's like spitting out and going to the place where you spit to use your tongue to lick your spit out. That's what they're doing. Is there any shame that is greater than this? Today they are beginning to delete their pages. They are beginning to delete their pages because God have disgraced them. God have disgraced them because they want to venture into what they don't know about. They want to venture into what they don't know about. They think they can do it with human power. They think they can do it with human power. Human manipulation. No. If you manipulate, you see, Biafra journey is, if you manipulate, finish. You know, when you leave 1, 2, 3, they say you count 1, 2, 3 to 10. You want to be smart. The next thing that comes out from your mouth is 1, 3, 6, 7, 9, 10. Where is the rest number? If you in Biafra journey, you will not jump that number. You will still come back and count it. At the end of the day, you find out you are doing harm to yourself, because the time the other one was counting his own accurate. By the time you come back to count, he's already in the front. That's how Biafra journey is, because surely you will come back and count that number. If you run finish, you will come back and count the number. That's the reality. Biafra is reality. Biafra restoration is the reality, and whatever that is reality doesn't need gara-gara. It doesn't need bullying. No. Nature. Take it gently. Nature. Many politicians today can't hold it again. They have all seen that what IPOB is telling the world is true. What IPOB is telling the world is the truth. You say you want to fight for freedom. You are kidnapping the same people you want to fight for freedom for. You are burning down their businesses. You are burning down their houses. Are you the enemy now, or are you the savior? Are you the enemy, or are you the savior? The same thing. It's like a pastor. You are poor. You are suffering. Only you to go to the church to meet a pastor to pray. The pastor say, God said to go and bring 10,000 naira so that he will do prayer. He will use the money to buy material. Remember, what led you to that man of God is because you need money. Now, the same man of God you move to is telling you to go and bring 10,000 naira, to go and bring 20,000 naira. And you remember you need money, and you don't have that money. You now carry phone to be calling somebody so that you will raise the money to go and give the pastor for the prayer, for financial breakthrough, for financial open door. Does it make any sense? This is what I've been teaching people many years ago. Does it make any sense? I said, what exactly? Okay, now let us leave Bible. Those days when we were small. Those days when we were small. There is all these people, all these our elderly people, all this Baba, all these our elderly people that used to do Ndokomo. I remember that time when you go to them, all this Baba, when you go to them for prayer, they will bring drink, they will bring cola, they will bring alligator pepper, they will bring this, they will tell you kneel down, let us pray. They will go off. They don't demand anything. They don't demand anything. They will tell you, and at the end of the day, how they said it is how it happened. Okay, daddy, I'm back. Elderly person, I am back. You go and bless them. That is why it is freely I give, freely shall you give. Anybody who is telling you, you go to prayer, the person tell you go and bring money for this, go and bring money to this. That is not God Almighty in action. That is the God of sacrifice, God of Abraham, because Abraham was an idol worshiper. That is why he sacrificed a lot. Many people will not teach you this thing. Many people will not tell you all these things. Anytime I say let us pray and you mention money, I reject your prayer. I don't even need your prayer again. I reject you and reject your prayer because I know that you are not serving God. And anything above God, I am not involved. Anything apart from God direction, I am not involved. Carry go. You see this IPOB, all of you will see it. One thing I am telling all of you is, those of them, because today all of them that said Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not spend more than 2 weeks in detention before they will kill him when he was kidnapped newly. All of them today, they have confirmed that word. And when they said that word, I said one thing that come out from my word. I was sitting on my broadcast. There was a respond to them. That word came into my ear. Respond to them. Tell them that there is no hair of his head will fall on the ground, the place of death. And I said it on program. One of them was laughing at them. Look at you. Now they will kill 2 weeks. How many years Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going? Almost 4 years. And all of you will see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will come out. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not come out before ending of this year, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will come out earlier beginning of next year. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has no offense he committed. And how they use set up to try to set IPOB, the only way Mazi Nnamdi Kanu could have problem where they have kidnapped him innocently is if IPOB were misleaded. Because if IPOB were misleaded and commit any crime, he is the one that crime will be referred to, because it is his foundation. Are you seeing it now? That is why Nigeria state were provoking IPOB in different way, in different angle. When they could not succeed, when they have noticed that they can't get what they want, that these people are more intelligent than them, that was when they contracted this idiot to come and be mentioning the name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And we are very, very smart than them. We went on media and said that this person is not our member and he can never be our member. And thank God that the head of the Directorate of State, Mazi Nnamdi, came on air Not only tweeting this time around, not only press release this time around. He came on air. Simon Ekpa is not a member of this great movement. And he made it very clear to the world to understand. And he said, and he will never be part of it. You see, word of intelligent man. He said he will never be part of it. That is where he broke on their plan. And till today, despite the pressure mounted on DOS to allow that boy to broadcast on Radio Biafra, this is another way the world could have nailed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is why I said Alod Ejimako is brain behind all this setup that have gone against IPOB. And Alod Ejimako forgot that if he have gotten IPOB into trap, that means he have killed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That's why I said a man who is the one that shot you bullet can be the same doctor that will operate the bullet. Alod Ejimako is a man who has shot Mazi Nnamdi Kanu so many bullets, and now he is presenting himself as a doctor that will operate that bullet out. I don't see how this thing will be possible. This is where I'm going. That many people don't understand me. I don't see how possible this thing is. A man who have shot you so many bullets. Unfortunately, God were on your side. You couldn't succeed. Is the man now carrying you into theater? He want to operate the bullet. Oh, that is, you are delivering yourself into his hand very cheaply to kill now. Because what you could not achieve by shooting gun, he might achieve it by carrying scissors. Operate you will kill you inside the theater. Alod Ejimako was the one behind all this temptation. Upon that, they said it is Onyendu that said. The members of the DOS know this guy we are looking at can never broadcast on this radio. If it is this one to disobey Onyendu, tell Onyendu that no member, anybody who is not a member of IPOB, cannot broadcast on Radio Biafra. That was the response to them. Tell Onyendu that this guy is not a member of IPOB, and they can never be allowed to broadcast. How? When do we start this one? When do we start this kind of jamboree tolerance? That you allow any chimpanzee from any animal from anywhere to come and broadcast on Radio Biafra? No. Tell him no. At the end of the day, when we discovered that this thing was a lie, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's wife went to visit, we discovered that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu never said it. So who we are lying? Who we are saying this thing that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu directed that it should be broadcasting on Radio Biafra? Or had the same Alod Ejimako and the Kanu. Their motive of doing all these things, I don't know. Their motive behind all this thing, try to put more problem on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is what I don't know. Okay, let's assume that the members of DOS, because many IPOB members were somehow offended. Ila hapo onye obe member. Ila hapo ya owe member. Obe member si happen here now. But he's not a member. I confirm what he had woku ashi. When come to say in this show, they prefer to everybody to die. And why Kanu is doing this thing with Nnamdi? It's because of the money they embezzle, money IPOB money. So they were looking for every means to destroy IPOB so that I can say yes, it is DOS. DOS could not hold the struggle. According to Halaga, God put blame on the DOS. They say they could not hold the struggle. They lose it. They lose the struggle. The struggle has scattered. Because by now, if that thing, because before you go to Radio Biafra to broadcast, like Mazi Chinedu you broadcast, before you must know the pin you will put. You will not know any broadcast you are going, you will know the code. Okay, like we now used to broadcast on the BTV. The only thing we need to do, we go to our device and click the code, and the code will take us to the studio. So imagine where you give a perimeter this kind of code. It will change it. It will go there and click it and change it. Then the radio is hijacked. He will go there, click it and change it. Because one is not a good member, he's not an IPOB member. Then he will hijack it. Then he will begin to talk nonsense there. Because that was exactly what Nigerian government contracted him. He will be begin to talk about killing of this, killing of this, killing of this, killing of this. When he couldn't do it, when he couldn't shortcut, Radio Biafra is where he wanted to do that thing. And any charges that time, if he succeeded, any charges they brought there is sustainable against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Do you see how law works? I'm teaching you law now. It's sustainable. You see this Radio Biafra that is on. You see this BTV that is on. Anything said there, any recklessness take place there, is sustainable to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because he is the founder. But anything he did, he have done so far is that's why when Nigeria government pick all the utterances of Ekperima, all the action of Ekperima, they wanted to pilot Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. International community tell them, is this person the member of IPOB? They say no, but he's a disciple of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They say okay. Is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu aware of the activities of this man? But thank God, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came out on the courtroom and said, I don't know these people. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's wife came out and said, that word alone, where is those animals coming from? Where is these animals coming from? Which means you don't know them. They are not human beings, they are animals. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can never make a friend with an animal. That word alone covers everything. Where is this animal parading themselves and trying to be relevant with Biafra and the IPOB? Where are they coming from? Which means you don't know him. So all what they have telling their public domain there is lie. There's no way these people did not fight to make sure that they nail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But they couldn't succeed because media warriors of IPOB are there, educating the public, telling you how things work. But those who are desperate to see the downfall of this man and the downfall of IPOB were following blindly. Today, most of them have landed themselves in trouble. And they will continue to land themselves in trouble. Nothing will stop them being troubled. Because those who provide trouble to the peaceful-minded people will always live in trouble. Great Biafrans and lovers of freedom, God bless you all for joining this broadcast. May Chukwu Kabiama keep on protecting us and guide us. Biafra will come, but we must follow the proper channel. It's very, very important. We acknowledge that particular proper channel. Nothing lasts forever. Biafra will come, referendum will take place in that Nigeria. Don't be in a hurry, don't be in a panic. Is referendum going to come? Yes, it's going to come. But everybody, we must be patient and we must contribute our quota to see the development in the East. If you have brothers and those who involved in criminality, warn them. warn them. Criminality never develop any society. Rather, it destroy and ruin society. And we wouldn't want any such within our territory. Very, very important. Be one of the peace seekers out there. Do not support evil anywhere you are, especially against your brother. If you find your brother doing something, especially those in abroad, if he cannot do what your brother is doing, allow him to do what he can do. If it is a crime, allow him, whenever the police of the same country detect him and he fall victim of his crime, he go and pay for what he have committed, because onye na commit a crime, man, I got go crime one day. You do not be the reason for your brother suffering. Don't go out there and informant your brother. Leave him to do whatever he's doing. It's not duty. Police are there working. If police see him, good luck for him. If police didn't see him, good luck for him. Don't be the reason why your brother will be in agony. Don't be the reason why your brother will be suffering somewhere. Disease from it. And most of you are doing this out of envy, out of jealous, out of wickedness, that I don't know what you are going to gain from it. Disease from it. Be a man of honor and integrity. Thank you very much. God bless all of you.